Welcome to Liège Bastogne Liège 2021. The run-up is over and it's time for the 5th edition of the women's race, although the defending champion Lizzie Deignan is absent with illness and her teammate Ruth Winder is a COVID contact case, not ideal for Trek SEGAFREDO. Here's what they're going to be facing: 140 kilometres with 7 categorised climbs. One of the favourites was Anna van der Breggen, who won her 7th Flèche Wallonne on Wednesday, and it was her SD WORX teammate Niamh Fisher-Black who was leading with 40k to go. The former champion of New Zealand opening up a small gap, but she was brought back before the Col de la Redoute. The main peloton starting to thin out as they made their way over this cluster of climbs. SD WORX looking really lively with Ashley Moolman-Pasio then going clear. Cecilie Uttrup Ludwig was disappointed with 8th at Flèche Wallonne, the Dane bridging across to Moolman-Pasio, and they were joined by Lucinda Brand from Trek SEGAFREDO, who was also lively on Wednesday. That trio opening up a small gap after the Col de la Redoute, but Moolman-Pasio and Brand didn't look that interested in going clear up at the front, and that's because they both had teammates in the main group of favourites: Van der Breggen and Demi Vollering for SD WORX, Elisa Longo Borghini for Trek SEGAFREDO. Marianne Vos, Annemiek van Vleuten and Cassia Nui-Adoma also in the mix. Van Vleuten won this race in 2019, while Van der Breggen triumphed on the first 2 editions in 2017 and 2018. That leading trio of Uttrup Ludwig, Moolman-Pasio and Brand were brought back before the final climb, the Côte de la Rochefoucauld. And it was on that climb that Anna van der Breggen decided to up the tempo. The world champion working for Vollering, who was instrumental in her Flèche Wallonne victory on Wednesday. Well, first they had to try to get rid of Marianne Vos, a fast finisher. She was dropped along with Uttrup Ludwig and Moolman-Pasio. 5 riders coming over the top of the climb: Van der Breggen, Vollering, Van Vleuten, Longo Borghini and Nui-Adoma. Vos and Uttrup Ludwig were trying desperately to get back in touch, but they were once again left behind. And Van der Breggen leading the way into Liège as she looked to set it up for Vollering.
Cassia Nui-Adoma looks over her shoulder, she's waiting for the move to go. Anna van der Breggen on the front, she starts to wind it up now out the saddle, but on the right hand side here comes Annemiek van Vleuten, the European champion of Movistar. She opens it up on the right hand side of the road. The Italian champion Elisa Longo Borghini in the centre of the road. We have Demi Vollering. Is she going to take her first World Tour victory? She wins Liège Bastogne Liège.
Well, what a performance from Demi Vollering to take the first major victory of her career. She was oh so close at Brabantse-Pijl and Amstel Gold, and she's finally got the job done at Liège Bastogne Liège after being brilliantly set up by her teammate, the world champion Anna van der Breggen. Van der Breggen had spoken before the race about Vollering's fire, and she was red hot in that sprint today as she claimed an emotional first victory on the Women's World Tour.
Amazing. Anna did so good job and the whole team today, and that I can finish it. That's awesome. I'm really grateful that they did it for me, and yeah, it's such an amazing team. So thanks to the whole team. Anna did the lead out, I think the last 10k or something. It was awesome. That's a dream coming true.
Vollering winning ahead of Van Vleuten and Longo Borghini, who was also 3rd at Flèche Wallonne. She goes to the top of the World Tour rankings. Vollering played a big part in Van der Breggen's win at Flèche Wallonne, and her teammate returned the favour today in her final Liège Bastogne Liège appearance. And the sky appears to be the limit for the 24-year-old Vollering. She will definitely be a rider to watch in the coming months and years.